Well. England 6, Iran 2. Is it too early to say it's coming home? Maybe so. But nevertheless, it was an almost record-equalling World Cup scoreline for England before Iran's Mehdi Taremi had his say. And it was a solid display overall, with England breaking down the Iranian low block with ease, as the Three Lions ran riot to put an end to their streak of failing to win across their last 6 games. Despite the big win, England have now failed to keep a clean sheet in their last 4 games though, and there is still work to be done. The big question is, can they afford to play like this against the big teams? Let's have a wander over to our tactics board to find out. There was a clear shape within both sides right from the start in this game. Starting out in the native 4-2-3-1 setup, and it was a 4-2-3-1 setup despite what others say, England were aggressive from the off and deployed their wing-backs high and wide, with the front three honing in on the central areas with width already covered. Going into this game, many would have been intrigued as to how the double pivot duo of Declan Rice and Jude Bellingham would perform in possession. The answer? Emphatically. Rice has been the progressor for West Ham in midfield this season, and that has acted as a detriment to Thomas Souček in many ways, with the big Czech forced to sit deeper as a result. Ironically, the tables turned for Rice on international duty, with the Hammers skipper this time acting as the enabler, with Jude Bellingham serving as the more attacking outlet. It was this that created a makeshift midfield 3 setup for Gareth Southgate as England ventured forward in a 2-3-5 shape in possession. This is why so many people thought that England played a 4-3-3. The impressive feat that came from this build-up was the innovation from the England boss, achieving verticality in possession, with England often operating in a 2-3-4-1 shape that gave England another dimension in the final third. As for Iran, it was a mix between their native 5-4-1 shape and 5-3-2, with 2 attackers sometimes used to press the England defence, often to no avail. Was the 4 at the back system correct? In short, yes, particularly for this game. England were able to demonstrate a greater level of tactical flexibility in the 4-2-3-1 shape, and showed this with a couple of shifts at the back in the latter stages. There was an occasional 3-2-5 shape that emerged, with one of Bellingham, Rice or Trippier dropping back to make this happen. Predominantly it was Trippier who would drop, with England then exercising an asymmetrical fullback system as a result. When Trippier dropped deep to create the 3 at the back shape, Shaw would progress, and I believe this is a hint as to how the side will perform against the bigger threats. Today was a luxury game that screamed domination from the very start, but it won't always be this easy, with tactical improvements still very much needed, despite an overall positive performance. There was a lack of clean, direct build-up at times from Southgate's side, with too many long balls being played into players who were outnumbered far too often. That said, in terms of positive tactical trends, the rotation that took place in the final third was outstanding, with Harry Kane acting as the enabler, making England completely unpredictable at times. And it was a selfless performance from the big man, who claimed 2 assists on the day, I might add. Finally, England's rest defence was first class and allowed them to counter-press instantaneously to win back possession. This is another beneficiary of the 4-2-3-1 system and the numerical overload that was consistently achieved throughout Southgate's vertical approach. As mentioned earlier, verticality was often achieved throughout a 2-3-4-1 shape. In this build-up system, a box shape could often be seen throughout the central areas, which was quickly closed to deny central space. It worked well for England, who managed to stop threat at the source on multiple occasions. Should England continue with this shape? Yes, of course. There's also a call for Southgate to deploy a 4-3-3 shape, which would work in a similar way. But ultimately, the 4-2-3-1 gave England a balance between attack and defence that we haven't seen for a long time. At least for the group stage, the 3 lines should stick with it. If you enjoyed this video, then make sure to hit that subscribe button and drop a like if you'd like to see more videos like this. And also, don't forget to check out totalfootballanalysis.com for more esteemed football content for the thinking football fan. Other than that, we'll see you in the next one.